How's it going, it's man? Tamar here. Thank you for subscribing and listening to this live stream. You have to understand this is 2021, and we have to start doing business a little bit differently around the space of YouTube. I'm not talking about the entertainment aspect portion because they talk about. I mean, because those people are not designed to have specific type of conversations. And you have to realize that most of these older black men cannot be trusted. They don't know how to lay down the law. They've never had to try to stop any of these things that went on. I'm talking about my generation too, Generation X as well. But you know where I stand at, strong melody. So you have to understand that. Let's go over the track record of this. Because they had 50 years to prove their point. They had from 1970 to 2020. 50 years that they had to prove that not participating in the process, justifying the counterparts' choice in men, because they happen to be some of them in some cases. The actual pro-black movement, you know, where it actually came from. They've had a long time to actually prove their point. And the only point that can be proven without reasonable doubt is they don't want anything to move and they like things the way that it is. Because you have a lot of people selling self-esteem through a lot of different products. You have the relationship market. You have the dating coaches, who I don't like, obviously. You have most these female style dating coaches. You have femininity hucksters. You have the black church, or at least what's left of it. You have a bunch of different things. However, what is clear at this point in time that all these people are really selling esoteric knowledge. Which never ends up being towards a tangible result. And so this is how most of these people were able to get over on most people within the environment. You have to realize that people weaponize information around broken people. They weaponize information around people whose thought process that they specialize in. Because most of these people are looking for somebody else to blame other for their own outcomes other than them. And so this is what these people come in to actually provide for these people over and over again. There's no reason for older men who are 60 years old to be hosting panels full of street dudes. Unless you have the same end goal as most projecting street dudes. And that is simply to end up in the counterpart's hands at the end of the day. Strong element. So you have to realize if they play coy and silent the entire time, and the only thing they do is have most of these dudes on who do nothing but pander towards some of the worst positions that people have taken over the past 50 years within our society and culture, then you have to realize that they're merely here for a second helping of what happened the first time. Let's take, for instance, the Black Panthers. Actually did good things. Actually wanted to do things. Most of them were very highly educated. You know, after the FBI and other government entities went in and, you know, did what they did to those people. It was picked up by less effective people who wanted to sell emotionalism to other people. And that's how they get you. They want you to be comfortable with stagnation. That's what they sell. Comfort with stagnation. That's how this works. Comfort with stagnation. Because if you make progress and you get your stuff together, all of a sudden you don't need the esoteric knowledge to be held in place. You don't need those things. Because see, the pro-Black, the counterpart within society, the esoteric emotional seller, they all have the same end goal. They all want to keep the power that they stole. And this is power that they did steal, by the way. They jumped into movements that they did not believe in. And then they hollowed the movement out, or they weakened the movement overall from the inside out, like any saboteur would do. But that's where we are. The same thing happened to music. When hip hop first came around, it was about, you know, the uplift and trying to learn stuff and all that kind of stuff and being politically involved and trying to take it, you know, all this kind of stuff. And then all of a sudden, the nonsense came in, shut it down. All of a sudden, that became the actual viability for something that had an initial use. That's what happened. And it's no different from the manosphere. The same thing. Place where people are supposed to learn about the outcomes and actions being taken by other people who obviously went through it themselves. All of a sudden, 5 or 6 years later, we're letting back in the same group of people who the manosphere was designed not to help. The manosphere was not here to help game dudes. Again, you had hucksters, frauds, and cons walk in with esoteric information, and they was trying to put you on a fast track to going right back to the community. Same thing. So you have to recognize that for some reason, overall, this is where we are. And there's going to have to be a new community to which you associate yourself with. You really have to recognize that most of these people here don't have their esoteric information that connects to direct outcomes. The information don't connect. The information only lulls you into a lullaby. There is no, I am a part of this party, I'm a part of this system, I'm doing these tangible things to get these outcomes. That's not the deal. There is indeed only, I'm a part of this conversation, then I'm going to reset the conversation and reset the conversation and reset the conversation. Then I'm not going to lay down any standards for anybody within the environment. I'm going to allow all these people to come in here who's going to corrupt the actual original mission of what the place is. Then the only thing we're going to actually do at the end of the day is just sit here and quietly poison the actual well that we're trying to save. We're actually going to let people who come in the self-improvement temple to actually have the people in the lobby of the self-improvement temple selling all these avenues back to the parking lot. And again, most Black men cannot be trusted. The only thing you have to do is ask them their opinion on Pookie and ask their opinion on Keisha. And if one or the other is not about kicking these people out of polite society, then they cannot be trusted. If they have a panel and allow these dumbass motherfuckers to come up, then they cannot be trusted. I understand that people want to do things for entertainment reasons. I don't do shit for entertainment reasons. You saw that on TPOT's channel on Wednesday. Information leads to a conclusion. Information doesn't lead to the starting point of the conversation. That's not what information's for. Information is a weapon within itself, but what is it supposed to do? That's the thing. What is the end goal of what you're talking about? Are you tangibly involved in the things that you actually talk about every day? Most of these people think that these women are actually changing. They're not changing anything. They got everything that they want, and they're waiting for some sucker ass dude to come take them at the end of the day. But most of these dudes are having all of the conversations and the conversations have to be the following. The conversation has to lead to a result, folks. I don't care what it is. If you're providing aid and comfort for these magos and these strags, I ain't got nothing to do with you. If you're trying to push street culture and all that type of bullshit online in 2021, I ain't got no use for you. Because see, you got to want to make this stuff happen in your own life. What's going on? Mostly. And so what you have to recognize is most of this stuff is individual action based, whether you have the information or not. This is why you have to look at tangibles behind information that's said. And if you don't see tangibles, look at associations. And if you can't look at associations, understand the process from beginning to end and ask where this person is at within that process itself. That's what I'm saying. Because a lot of these older individuals have made it a point to keep quiet about the things that are going on with the hope that things get better. Things are not getting better. Things have never gotten better. Name me a problem that is societal based, that you exercise a level of ignorance and silence to, that got better over time. I can tell you this, there really ain't many. There really ain't that many. And then you'll have the older individuals within the space and without society who will try to tell you, well, that ain't my experience. And then they give you a whole bunch of laying down, a whole bunch of cover fire for nonsense within the environment. That's what they do. Why? Because they're responsible for the environment in the first place. And if they can just quite easily normalize the actual things within the environment that is not going right and die in peace and leave them up to you to fix on their behalf without them being around, they won. That's what they're trying to do. And not even trying. More and more of these people are showing up every day. Because remember, it's been flipped on its head. People will take comfort over progress. We already know that. People will take the excuses given for not making progress over actually making some on their own behalf. We already know that. It's quite okay for people to sell you into assumed sexual leverage because that's how they got where they got. They're not going to give you the information to actually move past most of these problems in society. They can't do that. Because the point was for you to never to be better than them. You were supposed to be beneath them and treating them with a level of depth and respect that they never earned. They were afraid of better people. That's why they never created better people. They were dependent on those things that never worked out of them. So they want to create another different generation of people who's also not dependent on the same thing. That's how that works. Yes, this is why we want actors and rappers to do things that they're not even qualified to do. It's okay for them to cross over and do that specific thing rather than a person who's done that specific thing their entire life. Why? Don't respect the process. We want to be comfortable with somebody who represents our needs and look of a certain type of way rather than a person who provides results. And that stuff never works. That's what they're trying to do. They're not dumb. They understand how this stuff works. But this is what we are. And now, how many older individuals have you heard of? Whoever said, hey man, don't listen to dating coaches, man. They're trying to fuck your shit up. Have you heard of any of these older individuals over 40 tell you that? Why don't you think they tell you that? Why don't you think they're not even going after those things? Because as soon as you hear the black man say the following words, you need to stay away from. I respect the dude's hustle. That's a dude that you need to stay away from. Because when a man says that, they've already said that they're going to accept everybody no matter what. Even if they're talking noise behind your back, even if they're setting you up to get killed, just as long as it's not their stuff, they're okay with it. Because it's easier for them to operate in society by not taking sides, by not taking a stand. But these are the same people who expect a certain level of results. And it's nearly been wiped off the face of the planet to where there's normally not that many people even alive who even recognize how it was when these people wasn't this numerous. Yeah, but they committed, cultural genocide, and they wiped out everybody. So now the entire construct represents broken men because that's what they created when they got with these temporary women that they seem to have all this control over. This is how social clout took the actual position and portion of actual tangible results. Oh yeah, especially the hood entrepreneurs. Because you have to allow these people the opportunity to operate outside of principle so they can make it inside of the same environment to which you have to follow all the same rules of within the same environment. They want the hood handicap for these people. That's what they want. They don't want you connecting the dots early. They only want you to connect the dots through experience. That's the worst way to connect the dots. But this is what we are. You want to know why? Because you being with this person is their end goal. It's the only way they can be able to live with themselves. The only way they can live with themselves that if they allow you to jump into this open fire pit to let them off the hook for their past deeds. You should have heard the conversations 2 years ago. You should have heard the conversation 2 to 3 years ago. How people were openly unloading on millennials for not being the type of adults that their family makeup wasn't going to ensure them have. Same people. Same people. You got to recognize the enemy is here and it is us. It looks like us. It operates like us. It's by us. This is why saboteurs are far worse than outright enemies. Outright enemies is going to stay their distance, but saboteurs want to be very close to you while they poison things. They want to be very close while they poison things. Then they expect the entire silence during the actual time where nobody was keeping tabs on things to operate for them, for their own survival. Because they can't survive by themselves. They need other people to help them survive. And this is why you can't get caught up in the esoteric knowledge trap. Because if your knowledge don't lead to tangibles, then it don't lead anywhere. The results matter. The outcomes matter. It's called anti-gravity. And you have to understand your happiness matters. They're trying to take your happiness and your future off the table to take care of other people who are not worthwhile, who don't deserve a future. This is what we are. This is exactly where we are. But see, this is why proven track record and results clears the smoke from a lot of places. Because you can't get a proven track record or result if you don't have an actual track record of going in one singular direction for a very long period of time. Because see, people can't develop a track record because their short-term thinking has overridden their critical thinking skills. They want to go to this short-term con or this short-term con or this short-term con to this short-term con. That's where they are. Not have your focus on one thing, tangibly look at the actual path that you're on, actually seek out professional help when need be, and make sure that you're on the right track so that way you can reach an actual solution. You're not taught this in this environment because they want to be the gatekeepers and the actual people to control your actual ascent. They want to be the ones who are right inside of your head, controlling how far you go. This is why they don't want to work with the best of the best. They want you to think that working with the least of the best is an actual tangible thing that you need to be doing, when it's not how the world works. There's no company that goes around and try to work with the least of the best of anything. When you're interviewing for a job, even though you may need it, you're actually competing against other people with similar backgrounds and who can bring the same thing to the table as you. That's how you have to operate as a person. They want all these outcomes, but they are totally afraid to endorse any type of order, because order guarantees a certain level of protection, and a certain level of protection and a certain level of ease is going to lead to a certain level of results with a specific path. That's how culture works. They only want you to learn perspective when you no longer have a shot and a chance at anything. Just like them. But you don't have to operate like that. And yes, you're not going to be able to take all these people with you. And you may just have enough in the tank just to fix yourself. Yeah, a lot of these people sit back and let kids walk into abject danger and say nothing. But the moment you try to bring a level of order to any type of circumstance, that's when the mouths swing open. This is why it's easy to walk around saying that you're helping XYZ level of people, but what tangible results are you bringing these people? I'm talking about permanent results to the point to where they don't need your help anymore. How are these people becoming self-sufficient? By needing help of unproductive people. There is no war that is won through strategic silence. Not one. You see, the problem is they want to get rid of productive men with actual futures, but they're too cowardly to do so. So what they do is they do it with silence. They do it with that strategic silence. That strategic silence that don't open the eyes around the things that these people never should be around. And it's just not online. This is just a microcosm of what's going on in the actual United States. So if you get it now, you don't have to worry about it in the future. Where are the older individuals in Black YouTube telling you that? Most of them are trying to talk to these women, trying to understand them. Like, it don't make any sense. How hard is it to leave problematic people alone and keep them left alone? And don't try to understand them and don't team with them. How hard is that? But this is where we are. So they deliberately create failures so that way they can take a shortcut toward masculinity. Because that's what happens. When people realize that they are way far behind, most times they don't try to research a proper path. They try to research a way they can quickly get to the destination. And you know where they get these dumbass ideas from? Most of these esoteric knowledge people. Then they keep thinking that social clout is somehow going to make it happen for them. They believe in the fake it till you make it. They believe in the I can do whatever I want to type model. YOLO. This is where we at. So when people tell me that how come I don't put up more of my live streams, it like, dude, we're in season 3. Season 3 of this. We're not going back to season 1. There's a lot of people popping up doing season 1 content, but that doesn't mean that I'm going back to season 1. Because see, once you start to rise above and do other things that are based on tangibles, you're going to see a lot less people around. When you go into community college for them associate degree courses, it's going to be a hell of a lot of people in that class. Once you go to your bachelor's degree, there's going to be a hell of a lot less people in that class. And definitely when you go for an MBA, there's going to be a hell of a lot less people in that class. When I was in my doctorate, I think there was 5 people in the program. I didn't finish. Yeah, but that's how it is. You're always going to have to leave people behind, man. You got to see as much as you can go by yourself because you cannot depend on these people. You got to work toward a proven track record. And then once you have a proven track record, you shut the door and you leave these people out who don't respect the process. Because if you put them on, they're going to embarrass the hell out of you. If you put them in a position that they don't respect and that they haven't earned, they're not going to do nothing but ruin your reputation. Cost you a contract. And then they're going to go back to saying, well, I was just trying to put myself on. They're going to say it. Because these environments don't teach order. They don't teach the basics of order. They're not even trying to teach the basics of order. And then we have the results that we have. This is where we're at. It's truly not that difficult. And there's nothing that I'm saying that is a lie at all. It's going to be true. You're going to have to adjust to it. Or you're going to be screwed over by it because you adjusted to it too late, even if you do adjust to it. We still don't even, or haven't even gained a level of respect for professionals within the environment because it lets these people know the reflection that they have that they're really at the top like they think they are. So in order to hold the entire culture back, they go out there deliberately, find somebody who speaks their quote unquote language that don't give them results. And that person get all the trust rather than the person who got tangibles. But this is where we are. So I'm gonna get in the Gone 11 up here. Let me send him the link. Hold on a second. This is where we are. And you got to change it in this generation for yourself. I'm telling you this stuff up front so that way you can adjust to it fast enough. Because you can't adjust to it fast enough. A lot of these people are here to find entertainment. I get it. But you need to be able to tangibly work towards tangibles, man. Because if you don't, your life is going to be filled with working for other people and having other people have total and complete say of the things that you have to do. And you have to know how it feels not to be that type of person. So while we're waiting on the gun to come on, I'm driving in the chat as well. But this is where we are. So, and you got to be able to see it. Because tangibles is something you have to work towards one time. Picking up this esoteric knowledge for social clout nonsense, man, you're going to be cloning yourself into all different type of things, acting like you're experts on a whole bunch of different type of things. When you clearly don't need to. No, you can come on, man. We can come on, Village Darkness. No, we can talk about it. You can come on, man. Yeah, man, hit the link. You can come up. We can talk about it. You have to realize, man, that when people waste your time, you leave. Like, look, imagine there's a basketball game. Person signed up to play one-on-one. You show up, you want to do 3-point contests and play horse and all this. Like, nah, man, we signed up for a one-on-one. So you leave the basketball on the court and you leave. It doesn't matter how many points that this person scored while your ass is not available or there. The simple fact that he signed up to do a one-on-one. Once you show up there and he changed the terms of the conversation, of the actual reason of why you're there, he just wanted to have an audience with you so that way he can run the score up. I don't care about that. Dude, listen, if people can't see that, that's something that don't need to be explained. I tell you what, I've left women at restaurants. I left them in other countries. I left them on the turnpike. I kicked them out of the car in the middle of the fucking highway. When it comes time for you to be wasting my time and changing the actual terms of the reasons why I'm going to be there, I'm leaving. As a man, you got to reclaim your time. You don't suffer through nonsense. And as a man, you got to remove yourself from circumstances that don't suit you. Because there's no other reason why me and that individual would even be in the same room together. Because he ain't got enough tangibles to come to the table to even talk to me about those type of things. He came to explain his side of the position. He didn't even touch the topic. That's X's fault for keeping it open and not shutting it down. Like I said, man, you could bring this clown onto your show. But if I'm going to debate somebody and we agree on the topic, that's what I'm saying, Curls. Like, dude, nobody was on the verge of having their mind changed. It's 2021. It's 2021. 2021. If you still need to be convinced about what side you need to be on, then it's already too late. No, he didn't hop on yet. I don't know why he's not hopping on, but I know what they wanted. They wanted a debate. They wanted me to cut this dude's head off. Hold on a second. Man, how did you end up with that graphic, man? Oh, shit. All right, VA, let me. There you go. Yeah, you just muted it again.
Okay, can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, I can. By the way.
Okay. Hey, man, look, I just wanted to say, man, again, I hope you didn't take any disrespect, man.
No.
I like to make waves. Hey, man, I listened to the debate and I need to know, man, what's going on. I think you missed a golden opportunity because now you got 3 hours, 3 whole hours. People
I
gonna
don't care about
that.
I swear I don't care. You know what? That's Brother X's fault for keeping that shit up for 3 hours.
Well, okay. Well, I mean, the guy showed up. I mean, he wanted to. You know, Brother X, he usually does long streams anyway.
No, that's fine.
When he does debates, the debates usually last a few hours. So I mean, that's typical.
If he's on topic. If he's not on topic, then it's very quick.
But come on, Emo, come on, brother. Give me this one. Give me this one. When you were there and you listened to the fantastic debate, did he not go off topic too? Come on, brother.
No, he was never on topic. He was never on topic.
Okay. So then it's like, I mean, I know you could. I didn't listen to your debates, bro. Like I know you can do it. It's not like I wouldn't have made the video and been disappointed had it been somebody else. But it's like, well, I'm listening to it. It's like, what the fuck? Why the fuck did he leave? What the fuck?
No, you're supposed to leave when a guy who's a PhD shows up to a place about a specific conversation that he started. You don't get to intellectually catfish people, man. You don't get to do that type of shit.
Okay, so it's, I mean, expose it then. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like put it all out there, let the people see it.
I expose it by leaving. If you want to listen to a G with a PhD,
I gotta disagree with you on that, man. Okay. I know you got. Look, Green Gorilla's an intelligent dude. I don't know his history, but I've listened to a few of his. He seems like an intelligent guy. I mean,
when you sign up for a specific debate topic, that's what you come to debate. If you want to turn a debate topic into an open dialogue, I'm not interested in an open dialogue. Fuck that. That's a conversation.
Force him to come on back. You know, if you listen to that fantastic debate, I wouldn't let it go. He kept trying to get. I would not let my point go. Bottom line, no. You're gonna stick to this right here.
I mean, because you won the argument based on the fact that he wouldn't answer the point. And for me, like if this was another YouTuber other than him, I would have stayed. I stayed through a Trader NBD debate when he didn't show up to actually debate the topic.
So you gonna stay for that motherfucking clown that you know you can? I mean, you could debate that motherfucker half sleep, man. That wasn't no damn challenge. Come on, man. Trey NBD.
No, I mean, hood conservative. I debated him too. But at the end of the day, if he's in the position where he's at, he's gonna have to play with the big leagues. The big leagues is your ass is gonna stay on topic. I'm not here to open no fucking dialogue. I'm not here to do that. That's what everybody wants to do.
Expose it though. That's my only thing. I'm saying stick on it. Let the audience say he's on topic. Why can't you stay on topic? Because you're intimidated. You're afraid. You came unprepared. You can't fuck with my point because you know people. If they can get your top, if they can destroy your point, they will. If they go off topic, it's because they can't touch the point that you made, period.
And that's something the audience have to be intelligent enough to pick up. Not something that I have to suffer through for 3 hours to know all of a sudden get.
I mean, not 3 hours, but come on, man. I started listening. I'm like, all right, let's go, let's get it, man. And then
I know y'all wanted to fucking dog and pony show in with that shit. Like I said, this is season 3. Season 3, we don't do that shit in season 3. That's a season 2 and a season 1 thing.
Man, I don't know, man. I mean, you gonna do what you do, man. I mean, I salute it regardless. I still respect you, man. Again, I wasn't down in you anything like that, but yeah, man.
It's fine. I get what you're saying, and I get why. Trust me. But at the end of the day, how many people went up to this motherfucker and asked him how come he couldn't stay on topic? How many people went up there and asked him that? How many people you think did that? How many people?
I saw people in the chat agreeing with you, and I see people leaving comments agreeing with you.
I mean, but they want me to put on a show that I wasn't prepared to put on.
It's not about putting on a show, but you showed up to debate. Well, part of debate, okay. So come on, MOT, but come on, going off topic, that's a strategy for when you're losing. They want to knock you off your square. They want to get you. Okay, he's kicking my ass here, so let me bring this shit up to maybe get him to come down to here where I can get him here. That's a strategy. Come on, man.
And then
you gotta counter it. I mean, that's it. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Dude, I'm the one with the gravitas, not him.
Motherfuckers in chat know motherfuckers in the chat room know I'm right, man. MOT, like I said, Green Gorilla, smart guy, seems like a smart guy. I've listened to both of you all's content. Seems like a smart guy. But I think you would have got it.
Smart guys have like tangibles and shit. Smart guys don't take up position behind pieces
so
of
we expose them, man. I like exposing these fake ass niggas. And I'm not saying he is or ain't. I don't know. But I like exposing these fake ass motherfuckers. Like Hood Servant, he's a fake.
Exposing that you can't stay on topic when you called out for a debate? Why isn't that good enough for y'all, man?
So he's exposing that he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Exposing.
Okay, that's when I left. I left when he couldn't stay on topic and point. He has 7 minutes to have his opening statement about the topic. He spent his 7 minutes saying that I hated him. Well, I didn't like him because he had a PhD and all this other shit, and making it look like I didn't give a fuck about education when I'm all about education, as long as it's not bullshit based. And hell, you know what? Get a bullshit education. Who give a fuck? But at the end of the day, you better have some fucking associations and some fucking tangibles behind that shit. That's all I'm saying. You get the fuck out of there. You leave. Because if he's not going to be on topic, it's not my job to drag him through him actually being on topic through an entire debate.
I got to drag these motherfuckers. I'm different. I'm sorry. I respect it. You're going to do what you do. Again, I just wanted to jump up here and make sure there was no, there's no hard feelings. It's nothing like that.
Trust me, you're not the only one. Everybody, I've heard this now 5 times. And I've had 2 professors who told me why this is the correct thing to do. And I didn't think that, because they listened to other debates from Teapot and they thought that I shouldn't have went up there at all. But I'm like, look, if the dude's not going to be on topic, I'm just going to leave. And that was like, no one has ever really done that. And it's like, all the consequences is for me to burn this motherfucker to the ground, but ain't nobody going to that dude and asking this motherfucker, why did he sign up for a debate for a topic that he didn't want to fucking talk about, just to try to change the conversation to some other shit. I'm not here to open no fucking dialogue with these people. I'm here to debate the topic that he wanted to debate. He wanted to talk about some other shit once I got there. Like I said, I walked out of interviews with motherfuckers doing this shit. I come there for a project manager position, and all of a sudden they want me to be a fucking associate. Go fuck yourself. I have an MBA and years as a fucking project manager. What the fuck I look like doing some year 1 shit? No. I came here for this actual fucking interview for this job. This shit sound like some associate shit. I'm out. You got to reserve your time as a man. You don't let people just continue to waste your time because everybody wants to hear and see entertainment. The fact that he faced no consequences for not being on topic and I am because I left is nuts.
Yo, what's going on? What's going on, MOT? What's going on, y'all? Yeah, you know, as far as what's going on, Village Awesomeness, VA or Village Awesomeness, he said, he was telling the man of tomorrow that he should have stayed in that debate and exposed them, in which Men of Tomorrow, in my opinion, already exposed that guy by pointing out the fact that the guy was not sticking on the topic and leaving. Once Man of Tomorrow pointed that out, anybody with any type of critical thinking skills would process and analyze what Man of Tomorrow says and say, okay, MOT was right. The guy didn't stick to the topic. So based on that, the guy lost and got exposed automatically.
I mean, I get that, but maybe it's just me. In these debates, I like kicking motherfuckers while they're down. I like to ring them out. I like to just hang them. I like to get it in. So I don't like to depend on the average person having the common sense to put two and two together. I like to make sure the point is clear. This motherfucker is an idiot. He doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. He's not on topic. This and that. I just like to hammer shit in. But I can respect that perspective. I will say that I can respect that perspective, not wanting your time wasted. And again, people should be able to see that he was off topic. So I mean, I can understand. I understand.
I was also like that. When Bill Johnson is talking about 1 point in time, during my 1.0 days, I was like that. Listen, I was bodying you until you got no breath left on the debate. Right? But I used to be like that. But now, after a while, after debating people for so many years, I'm just like, you know what? I ain't got the energy to keep on fighting and doing all that. I said, if you don't get it, you don't get it. I'm out. It's like after a while, you just get tired of it.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the comment section and I'm going to read off all these dumbass comments. So that way you can see how fucked up in the head people are, for real. So hold on a second while I pull up the comment section and let me turn this up. So I will answer all of the questions right here. So that way, what the fuck? The whole thing disappeared. Hold on. 175, 175. All right, okay. I guess if you turn it up to 200, you can't see the comment section. Okay, I'm about to pull this up. Let me know if y'all can be able to see it. I'm about to share screen. Hold on. Because a lot of people thought that I should stay. And I'm like, man, fuck that. All right, so can y'all see the screen?
Yes, I can see the screen. Yes.
Okay. Yesterday, I explained I left the debate because he changed the terms of the debate. He had 5 days to prepare, and he made emotional appeals that had nothing to do with the topic. No telling where the conversation would have ended. Pretty clear. Let's go to the comments. I understand what you're coming from with Dr. Clout Anderson. To be fair, his perspective is heavily economic, blah, blah, blah. I know, but he never tried to get rid of dudes at no point in time. He kept going on these entertainment shows and shit. He should have made it very clear that he don't fuck with dudes like that. Yeah, I don't leave. Okay, Tahar, whatever that's name. I would prefer an engineer that builds bridges with the PhD as opposed to an individual who say they build bridges. Whatever that meant. Similar to what MLT says, I'm not concerned about titles. I'm concerned with outcomes. I've met plenty of incompetent engineers. You see, the whole conversation was about Black outcomes. Black outcomes. That's what this stuff was about, outcomes. And so once you change the topic of the debate, we're no longer talking about outcomes. We're circling back around to the starting point of the conversation as if we never met anybody before. You see, you don't do shit like that. You just leave. So, nope, you left because you couldn't handle the debate. He was on topic and started with what he personally, as a PhD, contributed as a whole. But you ran away from the debate like a straight up bitch, not wanting to fight the bully who runs home and transfers schools every day. Again, this stupid motherfucker didn't even read what the fucking debate is, and then he told me that I was off topic. Again.
just the dumbass troll that was trying to,
Yeah, that's all it is.
That's all he was, man. It wasn't nothing.
Black men can be criminalized without evidence. MOT is a bottom feeder. What the fuck does that have to do with anything that I've said on that debate stage?
Yeah, I saw that one. I didn't really understand.
Yeah. So when you said that, you should have looked at these comments before you made that video. MOT was
no. Don't associate me with that. With this. I'm not. What I said had nothing to do with this.
Let's strike the record. All right, T Chief 36. MOT was emotional, disrespectful, slanderous from the beginning, and then cowardly pulled out the discussion after his tantrum. That's MOT. Haven't listened to it. I haven't listened yet, but I knew exactly what he would do. Okay.
Wow.
This individual is up here making arguments when he haven't even looked at the debate.
Wow.
I at least listened to the entire. I listened to the whole goddamn 3 hours before I made
fine. That's fine. We're just going over the comment. The first person to cuss or disrespect always loses. What does it have to do with anything? If I'm trying to get your ass on topic and your ass ain't on topic, man, fuck that. All right, next dumbass comment. And now none of these people I've seen on Prophet of Thought series before. I've never seen these motherfuckers in the comment before. None of these people.
But MOT, that goes to show you with all these stupid comments these people are making is that they don't understand the rules of a proper debate. They don't. That's why they're saying all this nonsense.
I will explain what happened after I read all these comments. Yeah. And you guys have got to listen.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So, oh my God, fam, what the fuck? 15 minutes in and they couldn't even agree to talk as men. Yo, we need to understand as a dope man, you don't have to agree with another brother's opinion to let him speak. Try to exude your alpha in any debate is being silent and letting debaters talk their talking points. See, I'm going to tell you what's wrong with it. I know. Shout out to brother with a G with a motherfucking PhD. This type of nigga need to be shot in the face. Next dude, Michael Eric Dyson. The point was raised of what society derides as scholars. I challenge all of the men who identify as being part of the Black manosphere on the candidate who they supported for president. Did this candidate and this ilk not do the very same thing? Full disclosure, I didn't vote for his opposition. This is the most interesting one. Champion Supreme, I will no longer follow MOT channel after this.
I can't stand that shit.
Whoa. Now, Champion Supreme was a guy who was talking shit about me and DJ Kuda's channel. And then he came up to my channel and I blocked his ass publicly after he was trying to agree with some shit after I caught him talking shit about me and DJ Kuda's channel. This was way before this shit, like a week or 2 weeks before. But now he's saying I will no longer follow the channel. Nigga, I blocked you. What are you talking about? Like disingenuous, dumbass fucking black dudes. All right, so in this one, MOT shaking my fucking head. Again, another person who I've never seen before. Let me tell you what the problem is here. Most of these dudes have never walked away from a bitch-ass conversation. They don't know how to. They don't know how to assert their own fucking time. Yes, if you're not on fucking topic, I'm gone. You don't sit there and put up with a person. Yeah, so he was a snake who was already blocked. Yeah, Curls, yeah, that's exactly what it was. So it's like, look. Most of the dudes think that they have to endure abuse to get their point across to a person. You don't have to do that. You walk away. There's no conversation without me there. If he's not on point at the first beginning, he's going to continuously not be on point to fucking make sure, certainly sure, that I get drug along because I don't have enough principle to pull out of a discussion that he's not on.
MOT.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt, but with the mentality of a lot of these people, where it stems from is that they believe that in order to win a conversation, you must outdo the other person when it comes to aggression and when it comes to having the stronger argument. That you must always sit down and outdo another person in order to win a conversation, in which that comes from an emotional perspective instead of a logical perspective. See, MOT, when you was debating that individual, no disrespect to that individual, but you was being logical. You said, okay, this person's going off topic. I'm out. That's the most logical thing to do. It's a waste of my time, waste of my energy. It's off topic. I'm out.
Yeah, because this is the first beginning of the debate that he wanted to set up. He contacted X for a debate with me about a topic he chose that we agreed on. He agreed on his side of the argument. And then he came to the argument and he changed the terms of the debate because it would have turned into an open discussion after that. And I'm not here to because see, you got to sniff that type of stuff out, man. Y'all get to like something, man. We got clowns in here downvoting the video. Like, look, man.
I can respect. I can respect. I disagree that it's based on emotion. I think it's based on intention. My style of debate, I'm really focused on the audience getting the points, understanding that the other person's argument is wrong. I think, that's really my objective when I debate people. I understand that these videos are going to be seen by thousands of people. People are impressionable. And if we're tired of bullshit being spread, we have to be part of spreading information instead of the misinformation. There are plenty of people out here spreading the misinformation and the niggatry and the bullshit and the trolling. So if I have an opportunity to expose one of these motherfuckers in front of a whole lot of people, I'm going to do it. If I ever have the chance to debate a motherfucker like Angry Man, hopefully if you ever have the chance to take his ass out, MOT, I hope you would take that opportunity.
He won't debate, and we're not even talking about him on the program, but he won't debate. He has to have the upper hand, and he's not going to a third party.
Right. I'm saying if you had the opportunity, but you get what I'm saying. It's about intention. So MOT said clearly he doesn't care about influencing the audience. That's what I heard. I respect it. If that's not part of your objective when you debate people or when you engage in what did you say, moderated discussions.
Yeah.
I respect that, but I just respect that that's part of my goal. My goal when I debate, there are people watching. I understand that there's lots of misinformation out there. 9 times out of 10, the person that I'm debating, the reason I'm debating them is because I see them as this kind of person that's spreading this misinformation, like a Trey and BD, like the Greg Kelly guy, Mr. Fantastic. When it comes to shit like police brutality, yes, these people are spreading misinformation. So I'm using this debate as an opportunity to expose that shit. So we just have a different we have different intentions.
But I once again I used to think that way. I used to feel that way too, because I see even back then I seen a lot of people give misinformation, and I felt that it was misleading the audience. So I felt the need to do the same thing you do, Village Awesomeness, to expose them and show the audience how what he's saying is a bunch of bullshit. But you know what I realized? I realized this. The audience are going to follow anyone who they are a fan of. So it's not even really about the misinformation.
So it's comfortable.
It's about the being a damn fanboy or a fangirl.
Brother. So that's a good chunk of them.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Hold on. That's what I'm saying. Hold on. Let me make this point. So you could expose somebody on here and prove by a shadow of a doubt that what that person's saying is wrong. Guess what? At the end of the motherfucking day, the people that's going to follow the individual is still going to follow that person.
Yeah.
They're still going to follow that person. So at the end of the day, it's up to the audience to make up their mind for themselves.
But it's up to the debaters to give them the opportunity to make up their mind. You have to present the arguments for them to choose from.
But that's what Man of Tomorrow did. But Man of Tomorrow did that though. Man of Tomorrow did that though. He did that.
Well, let me tell you why I don't do debates on TPOT. Had to be moderated discussions. The second debate that I did with David Monroe, he until they counted the votes again, he won that debate. He brought no facts, no nothing. They wanted to see my ass lose. And all them dudes, people you never seen before, showed up and voted for that person. People that I've never seen on TPOT channel, because he brought a bunch of, whites over to vote for him.
I saw
and
that.
A lot of people who were there, they wanted him to win. They wanted these fuck niggas to win. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not doing another debate, because if we can't be objective, this guy brings nothing to the fucking table and he wins a fucking debate by fucking vote, then you have discredited your whole platform by allowing that shit to happen. But it's like this, and that's why it has to be moderated discussion. And, I had another moderated fucking discussion with another person. Once the shit I got off, I fucking logged off. That wasn't the first time I've done that. I'm not going to say who it was, but that's what happened. So it's like, look, men have to be able to discuss actual issues and topics that they show up for. Because if anybody can call somebody out, you come to a conversation, then all of a sudden it turns into an open fucking forum where anything can be discussed. Like, look, I laid out my case, pointing toward the outcomes. You know what he did? Didn't talk about his side of the argument, talked about himself, said that I don't care about education, and I'm mad that he had a PhD. He talked about some of his community shit. That's when I said I'm done. You had an opportunity to provide your side of the argument that it came for. And it's like, in any style of debate, you wouldn't be able to get away with that shit. You know who deals with this shit all the time? Matt Dillahunty deals with this shit all the time. The Christians come in to debate a specific topic about religion, then it just turns into an open forum conversation.
Yeah.
Not about the topic that was even discussed in the first place. Yeah, and this is what these motherfuckers get away with, because they know how unprincipled these fucking people are while they're fucking watching. They don't care. They wanted to see a fight. They wanted me to rip this motherfucker's head off like Mortal Kombat 1. Like
yes, God damn it. Yeah, I wanted to see that motherfucking shit. I'm not gonna lie. God damn it. You know what? If it's a fault, then God damn it, I'll take the fault. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to see you stomp that motherfucker. I was excited. Yeah, I wanted to see that. But hey, I do respect it. That's just not your objective when you debate or like I said, engage in a moderated discussion. So I respect it.
Because we wanted a moderated discussion to turn into an open discussion. I'm like, moderated discussion is still a debate. You still have to debate. Like he knew what he was walking into. And if you pay attention from the first beginning, he tried to act like he didn't know why the fuck he was there. When, motherfucker, you knew why you was here, because you reached out for this shit to happen. That's what happened. I've
always loved debating, man. The art I think it's an art, since I was a kid. So it is what it is. But anyway, I'm gonna jump out of here. I got some things to do on the truck. Wacky World, it was good to see you, bro. Thank you for having me on it, MOT, man.
All right, Village Austin. All right, peace. Have a good night. Yeah, I'm about to be out here also, man, tomorrow. So, all right, man. Thank you for inviting me on here, man.
Yeah. So it's like it's like that. All of the shit is on me for actually like defending why the fuck I did shit, and this motherfucker is facing no criticism for not being on topic, because that's where we are. But any type of educated fucking format, that dude wouldn't have been able to get away with that shit. But when you're around dumbass niggas for a fucking living and for a fucking lifestyle, this is the type of shit you get used to. And I could just fucking leave. I could remove my fucking presence and don't give a fuck about what people think about it. That's the thing. So if you think I'm fucking wrong and I should have fucking stayed, hit the goddamn link. Come up. That's what it is, man. Yes, and it wasn't always like that, Zero. All these dudes just seen the place where they could come in and try to tear the message out from beginning to end, and that's what they took. They took the opportunity to do that. And I suggest other people do the same thing. When these people show up to a place after they agree to some shit, you leave if they're not on fucking topic. It's not hard. And not care about what people think. Because look at the comment section. You think they could come on in and defend that? They can't defend that shit. Dr. Fate Master Magic in the Manosphere. Oh man, y'all tripping. But yeah, man, you gotta stop believing in the proven track records and the results, because these esoteric dudes are going to come in and start. They're gonna be like the dude. Oh, okay, all right. Well, yeah, maybe there are some people here who think Green Gorilla won, who don't want to hear it, who don't want to jump on the live stream. I don't know. Maybe there are some people who think Green Gorilla won. Do you think Green Gorilla won? I mean, no, just hit a one in the chat, man. I don't know. You know, if you are an educated guy, you come to a debate, you debate the topic. You don't turn around and try to change it into other shit. All that's doing is just shit testing me on how much shit that I'm going to actually put up with. Johnny Blaze, that's exactly what it is, man. Yeah, like, listen, if this is basketball and you challenge me to a one-on-one, I show up and you're not prepared to play by the rules of the game, I leave. It doesn't matter how many points that you score when I'm not fucking present. The fact that you didn't want to score or play by an actual rule, yeah. Doesn't matter how many points that you score when I'm not there. It don't fucking matter. Of course he forfeited. But like, you know, most of these people wanted me to see, you know, him, you know what I'm saying, you know, me Wonder Woman chopped the head off and shit as the head went through the portal back to Dark Side. That's what they wanted to see. I'm like, man, I'm not doing that shit. It has to be somebody. Not a one person who think he won. Not one. How did he win? I don't know, Rat. Like, how did he win? How did he win when he didn't stay on topic? How did he win, though? Oh, okay, all right. All right, he didn't win. All right. No. What I did. Oh, okay, stream team me. So how did he win? How did he win? Based on what? I don't know. So if you're not on topic, how do you win a debate if the actual other debate person pulls out because you're not on topic? How does the person win in that circumstance? I don't know. It's like, dude, listen, if he won, be able to explain why. That's it. So you have unexplainable shit, but damn, that's what it is, man. So apparently Art Newstall think I should have stayed too. Yes, he had 5 days. And the only thing he was going to do after 5 days, yeah, no debate without tangibles. Yeah, that's what you do. Yeah. Five days. He had 5 whole days to prepare. And the only thing he came with, I hate him because he have a PhD. That's why you leave immediately. If this dude's not going to be on topic, you get the fuck out of there. But that's all I got, man. Let me get up out of here. Apparently, Art Newstall and crew think that I should have stayed. So I'm going to go over there and explain to them. So hopefully somebody has a counter argument. Because apparently the dude who wastes people's time get no fucking criticism, but the person who leaves get all the criticism. This is why things are fucked up. Because, you know, older people think dumb shit like this. No, if the motherfucker's wasting your time, you get the fuck out of there. That's what you do. Because if he's not on topic now, he's just shit testing the fucking host and the fucking other debate professionals on the fucking stage. It's not hard. Just leave. So I want to thank y'all for coming through on the Man Tomorrow. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm going over to Art Newstall's panel. Y'all have a nice one.